On the bench today we've got a customer's Tikka T3 in 270 WSM, so that's a Winchester short magnum, and it fires this little short fat cartridge. And the customer wants to go from a regular 3-shot magazine up to a larger magazine capacity, and the problem is that the dedicated magazine for the Tikka, the cartridge has a blanking piece at the back. All of the actions on the T3 are exactly the same size, but the way they stop and pick up each round is the bolt comes back and is timed to come back and pick up the round at a specific point. So in a 270 WSM, the bolt stop on the side of the gun does exactly what it says on the can. This is the bolt stop, the same dimensions as this one, and the bolt comes back, and that shoulder there on the bolt stop stops the bolt lug on the bolt and stops the rearward travel of the bolt. But unfortunately, if we want to change to a larger magazine capacity magazine, they don't make a larger magazine capacity magazine for 270 WSM, so we have to use one for a regular 270 round, and that means we need the bolt to come further back to pick up the round at the back of the magazine. So we're going to cheat the T3, if you like, by taking the conventional bolt stop out and putting a 270 bolt stop in, which means the bolt travels back an additional 8.5 millimeters, which means it'll pick up from the back of a longer magazine, and it enables the customer to use a 270 10-shot magazine, but because the cartridge is a little fatter than a regular 270, he only gets 8 rounds as opposed to the 10 rounds that you get with 270, but it's a considerable upgrade from the 3 rounds that he's got at the moment. So we'll swap that bolt stop around, and then we'll swap the magazines out. The customer's also elected to change from the existing plastic floor plate to an aluminium floor plate by Alutech, and then we'll function test the gun. So to swap out the bolt stop, all you do is pull the axis pin out. There's a spring underneath the bolt stop. Put the spring back in, new bolt stop. Put the axis pin back in, and now when we put the bolt into the rifle, the bolt comes all the way back to clear the ejection port, and will now pick up from the back of the magazine. We'll put it into the stock and function test the magazine. So here's the large magazine capacity magazine. And it enables the customer, the bolt comes all the way to the rear now. Enables him to have 8 rounds in the larger magazine capacity magazine. It also means that the customer's original 3-round magazine can be fitted, and he's got 3 backup rounds.